Retrieving and using your WorkCenter Backup File. If you have a need to use your WorkCenter database backup file for any reason, this flash video will give you instructions on how to retrieve your most current copy. This video will also give you suggestions on steps for replacing this backup copy into the proper directory to accomplish your specific needs. Process 1. Locating the proper computer directories. Step 1. Confirm the location or computer folder where your present WorkCenter.mdb database file is located. You can also see that directory by clicking on File and then Reopen. Step 2. You will also need to know the database name. The default name of your WorkCenter database is WorkCenter.mdb. If you renamed the file, you will need to locate that file name. Step 3. Check your WorkCenter system setup files to determine the directory where your backup copies of the database are placed. To accomplish this, click on Tools, Setup Options, and select the General tab. Click the box with the plus sign next to the heading Database. The location of your database backup files will appear if you have directed them to another source except the default. If your WorkCenter screen shows the word Backup next to the Backup to Folder line, you will find the backup copies located in the same directory where WorkCenter is installed, and the files will be in a folder named Backup. The standard default folder for the WorkCenter program in this backup folder is C:\program files\WorkCenter. For this example, you can see that we have not changed the folder and it is defaulted to Backup. We will find our backup copies located at C:\program files\WorkCenter\backup. We strongly suggest you program WorkCenter to place your backup copies in a secure folder that is constantly being backed up by your systems. Step 4. When you find the correct folder, you will notice that these backup files are named with the day of the week and they are a zip extension file. If today was Monday and you backed up your data, the backup file would be named WorkCenter-mon.zip. WorkCenter is programmed to only show 7 backup copies named for each day of the week. To further explain this, if we have 7 days showing on backup files and we are now on Monday, WorkCenter will overwrite the first Monday file and replace it with the current one. If you wish to keep all backup copies, you will need to copy them to another folder and rename this to meet your needs. Process 2. Replacing the old copy of your database with a backup copy. Step 1. Close down all copies of your WorkCenter CRM software. This is especially critical if you are sharing a common database with other users. Step 2. Go to the directory where your backup copies are stored and double-click on the proper file as explained in Step 4 above, and you will be asked to extract the file. Complete the process until you see the database file. Step 3. Right-click on your database file, select Copy, and then paste this file to your local desktop. We will, in the next few steps, paste this file into your proper WorkCenter computer folder once we have renamed the old database file. We will want to rename the old file to keep from conflicting with this backup file which has the same name. Step 4. Now we need to go to the directory where your present WorkCenter database is located. For our example, we have our original database in the default directory, and that is C:\program files\WorkCenter, and the file has its original name, WorkCenter.mdb. Right-click on this file and select Rename. For this example, we will rename the file to WorkCenter-old.mdb. If we rename the file and do not delete it, we then have the option to retrieve the information at a later date. Since WorkCenter automatically opens the last database file that it had opened prior to the program being closed, all we now need to do is paste the backup file to this directory. As explained above, the backup file has the same name as your original file before you renamed it. Step 5. Go to your desktop, right-click on the copy of the backup you placed in step number 3 above, and select Copy. Now you need to open the folder where your original database was located, the one mentioned in step 4 above, and right-click into that folder. Select the option Paste. Your backup copy has now been placed into the correct folder. Since we renamed the old database file and placed the backup copy into the file, WorkCenter will open that file since it has the original name as the old file. Step 6. Open WorkCenter and check your database data. For additional information on WorkCenter, see the additional flash videos, read the Quick Start Reference Guide,